So we've got one in Tassie. This is in Tasmanian Highway, Waverley. It is a 3-bedroom cottage, weatherboard, 1 bathroom, 2 car spaces. Looks quite nice. Will rent in the low 4s. I'm just looking for the land size as well. I think it's just about 669 square metres, this one.
So I think for me, Tasmania is a little bit questionable in terms of long-term growth. Probably not enough infrastructure long-term. I know it had quite a lot of growth and a lot of hype around the years from about 2016 to 2018. It's dropped back since then. It's got a fairly decent yield, but there's also good yields in other areas around the country, WA and especially Queensland. So for me, like the other thing about that, you've been a weatherboard. I think you probably buy a brick house for similar price in other areas, maybe southeast Queensland. For me, it's probably a house I'd probably stay away from. Okay, there you go. Mike, do you have any thoughts on that one? 395.
I love Tassie, beautiful part of the world, but a relatively sort of volatile housing market. And CoreLogic have recently come up with their got what would ostensibly be the September numbers, and the peak of the market in Hobart was March 2022, and we're actually down 12.5% from that peak. Now we've seen obviously a huge boom in Hobart a number of years ago, and we saw a lot of people transact there, but we've actually seen rents increase quite rapidly in Hobart in the last little while compared to everywhere else, but it's from a very, very low base. So I mean, it's certainly not at the peak of the market. It seems like there's probably only more upside than downside to come, but it's one of those markets that I get a little bit sort of nervous about. It doesn't seem to track to some of the similar capitals, but I mean, in a diversified portfolio, I've got plenty of time for places like Hobart, and I think it's a much more achievable price point and a cash flow position than Albo's property in Dulwich Hill. So look, I'm going to call that probably a neutral one. It's not bad or good from my perspective.
All right.